It's Sarah from pinkcricket.com, and today we're going to make a fun little banner card because banners are still really awesome. So I picked up these tiny little punches at my Joann's, and it came with a set of two little tiny banner punches, this one and this one, and I think the set of them was $9.99 and then it was 40% off or something like that. So anyways, super cheap, and they're little and cute. And so anyways, we're going to be using the triangle shaped one today. And we're going to be using the linen closet stack, which is updated from DCWV. I just love the colors in this stack, so we're going to be using that. And that's it. Okay, so I have a card base already cut, and then I have a white mat that we're going to put our banner on. So what we're going to do is I'm just using the sheet of cardstock in the book that looks like this because I get all of the patterns in one little shot and I don't have to cut up all of my paper that way. I love, love, love the hexagons on this paper, but if I can, since I already used it once, I don't really, it's kind of scrap. So I'm going to cut out a pattern paper, a piece of pattern paper, and I'm just going to fold it in half because in order for me to use this triangle and have it overlap, I want it to be overlap because I'm not going to cut all the way into it. I'll show you what I mean. I'm going to slide my paper down just so there's a hint of space in between where it's going to punch. So I want a tiny little blank space there. And these kind of go flying, so I'm going to block it because they will like fly across the room. That way, when I leave that space, it allows me to have a folding piece, okay? And then we'll attach that to our twine. So I'm just going to put a little Zot on it. I love these huge boxes of Zots because I go through lots of them and they're nice and easy and they stay in their place. Okay, you can order those through Joann's also. Alright, so I've already started. I've got a couple on here. It's just bothering me that this piece of twine is kind of yucky, so I'm going to slide them even further because I'm going to not use that piece. It's a little like, like ragged. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead, put the twine right here in the middle, fold it over, and it'll glue shut, just like that, okay? And it's going to go across the card. So I'm just going to do this a couple more times with different patterns of paper, okay? And I love the gold, but I can't have all gold. So, let's see, let's do some more blues. So, yesterday, okay, so this last weekend, I joined a fitness program because I thought I was ready to get back in shape after having a baby, and I hadn't worked out in a while, so really I was crazy because it's serious. It's hardcore exercising. It's called Gosama. I don't know if you guys have one where you're from. It's a little bit like Farrell's or something like that. It's an 8-week program, and today was my first day, and I nearly died. Yeah, there's no other way to put it. I nearly died. It was just really tough. It was really tough. Today was legs, like the bottom half of your body day, and yeah, I don't know. I didn't realize how much bed rest and having a baby really impacts your body. So, anyways, get back to the different patterns. Just a tiny little sliver here. And I'm going to add glue. So all I wanted to do when I got home is eat and sleep. But you can't do that. If you have a baby and kids, you can't do that. So, alright, let's see how many we have. Needless to say, I did not cook dinner tonight. Mr. Pink is pretty forgiving about that kind of thing. Now, he loves to cook actually, so I like to let him cook. Alright. They're turning all the which way. Okay. Stay in place. Alright, and what I want to do, I think I'm going to add just a couple more, but what I want to do is we're going to actually use eyelets on the end to kind of tie into place. So let's go ahead and place those now so that I know how far I want it to go. So I have my Crop-A-Dile out, just my little one, and I'm just using little eyelets. So we'll just use these the little hole punch on the side. Okay, and I want one up towards the top, and I want one down here somewhere. There's really no science to this. I'm just kind of going. Okay, so then we're going to grab 2 little eyelets, put them in the hole. I have a video on how to use the Crop-A-Dile if you're a little rusty on how to use it, okay? So since I'm using the little one, I'm going to go ahead and adjust my Crop-A-Dile. Okay, I forgot to change the bottom. Okay, so then you just press it down and then you go. So the ones for this little tiny little eyelets I have set on, I can never see these little letters and numbers on here. 2 and C. Okay. And we're just gonna line it up and press. Alright, so there's our little eyelets, okay? Whoops. I guess I'm not very strong after my workout today. Okay, there we go. Line it up and press. Imagine how hard it would have been had I not worked out with my craft tools every day. Not that it's that much work, but you know, it's kind of funny. I don't think they would have thought it was funny if I said, oh yeah, no, I work out all the time with my craft tools. Probably not what they wanted to hear. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and put it through there, and I'm gonna make this a little longer here and see what we have. And I'm probably just gonna tape it on the other side. I just thought it would look cuter if we had little eyelets. And we might have enough little triangles if I can get them to turn the right way. I'm struggling. Like, seriously, my body kills. Alright. I didn't even want to like walk down the stairs to my craft room. Alright, but tomorrow is kickboxing. So maybe that'll go better. Today was lower body and abs. I'm hoping kickboxing goes easier for me. We'll see. I bought pink kickboxing gloves, so that should help. Alright, let's see where we're at here. Alright, let's tape it there, and I can always peel it up if I don't like it. Okay. Tape is not the end of the world. It still kind of adheres if you need it to. Alright, and I am going to go ahead and I'm going to adhere these onto the white paper too. Just because they're kind of wiggling around too much. So I probably won't adhere all of them. Just a couple, just so that they stay in place a little bit. So, let's see. And tonight was also the finale of The Bachelorette. Did you guys watch that? Were you surprised at what happened? Or were you happy? Or were you, what were you? Okay, I'm gonna glue a couple more down. I'm still using these dots. I pick them up with my fingers sometimes. As long as you stick them right to the paper, you shouldn't have a problem. Alright, so I'm just sticking every other one because I want them to kind of look like they're flying without it being like so stuck down, because that's kind of the fun of it, you know? Alright. Alright, so there's our little banner. It looks cute. I think I'm going to leave it, so I'm going to make sure, I'm going to turn it back around. I'm going to cut my little extras off. And don't tell anyone we put tape on the back. I hardly ever use eyelets, so it's kind of funny that I had to dig those out for this project, but it's good to have eyelets out every once in a while, so you don't forget how to use your Crop-A-Dile. Alright. Alright, there's that. And I'm going to use my favorite ever, Close to My Heart Twilight ink. And the stamp set I'm going to use today is called You Are My Happy. It's from Pink by Design. And let's see. Let your smile change the world, but don't let the world change your smile. That's kind of sweet. I think I'm going to... Or, so many of my smiles begin with you. Alright, I think I'm going to do so many of my smiles begin with you. Do you guys do that? Do you kind of like, especially with clear stamps, it's so easy to kind of just like put it over where you want it and decide if that's really what you want on there before you do it. Okay. So let's ink it up and find the place where we're gonna ink it or stamp it. So wish me luck tomorrow for my kickboxing. Hopefully it goes great. That's really it. I think I'm going to add some sequins here. I know I've been using sequins a lot lately, but I really love them. And I've gotten some questions on where I get them at. And I get them at several places. I got a couple different containers of them from Archivers, but I know not everyone has an Archivers. So there's a couple places also that I order online. And ccartwright.com is a place that I ordered them from. And they are pretty, yeah, I think I'm just going to use these cute clear ones. They're pretty reasonable. They're not as reasonable as the other place I ordered them from, which I'm going to tell you in just a second. I just can't think of what it's called. Ooh, so pretty. Sequins do really make everything pretty. Okay, I'm not sure that's where I'm going to put them, but I wanted to tell you the other place I ordered them from is, maybe I don't have the name on here. Eek. Yeah, I don't. Okay, well, ooh, that's kind of pretty too. This is the other place I ordered them from, and they're like 80 cents. I just don't have the name of it, so I will look it up and I will put it below for you guys, because who does not like cheap sequins? Is that okay? Do you think that's okay? It's kind of not the right blue, but it's kind of close enough. And I'm not going to put a lot on there. Or, I know, even though I really love that. How about gold? Okay. Well, let's see if this gold clashes at all. I kind of like that too. Let's do that. Because we're not going to put many of these colored ones on here, just a couple. Okay, so who uses sequins? I know I've been asking you guys a lot of questions today. Who uses sequins? Did you watch The Bachelorette? Alright, so let's glue these in place. I think I'm going to take these ones off. No, I think I'm going to take the other ones off. Okay, so I'm going to glue these in place, and that's going to be our entire card. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you next time.